Welcome back to English Unlocked.
Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so many of us know that feeling, right? Making new connections, especially trying to do it smoothly in English, it can be pretty nerve-wracking. It feels like there's a lot riding on it sometimes. Today, we're going to dig into some really practical ways, small things really, that can help build that rapport right from the first hello. Okay, let's unpack this.
It's so true. And those seemingly small moments, um, they really matter. They're the foundation for, well, for all sorts of communication. Getting these first steps right isn't just about being polite. It builds real confidence,
hmm
and opens up possibilities. We'll look at some of the principles behind why this works.
Exactly. And the great thing is it doesn't need to be super complicated or feel like forced.
Mm.
Our sources point to some really simple but effective opening lines, things that can change the feel of the interaction right away, like just a direct approach often works wonders. Something like, hey, I don't think we've met. I'm your name.
Yeah, that was great.
Simple, friendly. It acknowledges the situation straight up.
And what's fascinating there, I think, is why it works. It taps into this idea of social reciprocity. You offer something first, your name, your willingness to connect,
Right.
and that makes the other person more likely to respond in kind. It sort of lowers the barrier.
Ah, right. Like a little act of openness that invites trust. Okay. So it's creating an invitation. What about, say, if you're somewhere new, like a class or maybe joining a club?
Good question. In a new place,
hmm
something simple like, hi, are you new here too,
Mm.
can be really effective. It immediately creates, well, it basically builds a shared experience. You're both in the same boat. Gives you something instant to talk about.
Okay, that makes sense. And what if you notice something specific, like you genuinely like someone's shirt or something? Is that okay?
Absolutely, if it's genuine. That's the key. Saying something like, hey, I really like your shirt bag, whatever, where did you get it? Works well because it's specific. It shows you've actually noticed them, not just throwing out a generic line. Plus, it gives them an easy way to respond and maybe share a little something.
Yeah, that feels much more natural than a forced compliment.
Yeah.
So you've got these lines. Think about which one feels maybe easiest for you to try. They're simple, but you can see how they'd work. They kind of give the green light for a chat. But the source material also mentions something else that really boosts that green light effect, didn't it? The nonverbal stuff.
Oh, absolutely crucial. Yeah. What's fascinating here is how powerful the nonverbals are alongside the words. We're talking about smiling and making eye contact. These aren't just, social niceties. They're deep biological signals. A real smile, the kind that crinkles your eyes, it signals warmth, approachability.
Right, not just a pasted-on grin. Genuine positive feeling.
Exactly. And when you combine that with good eye contact,
Yeah.
not staring, but, connecting it, shows you're engaged, you're confident and actually interested in them responding. It's a huge part of communication that we sometimes forget. Think about it. Someone mumbling hello looking at the floor versus someone saying it with a smile and looking at you. Totally different message.
Makes all the difference, yeah. Okay, so you've used a good opener, you've smiled, made eye contact, the door's open. How do you keep it open, though? Avoid that awkward silence right after.
Right, the follow through. That's where active listening and open-ended questions are your best tools. Once they respond, really listen. Show you're hearing them, nodding, little sounds like
Yeah.
or I see. Maybe even quickly paraphrasing what they said.
Like repeating back a bit of what they said to show you got it?
Precisely.
Yeah.
It makes people feel heard. And then ask questions that need more than a yes or no.
Mm.
Instead of say, did you like the speaker? Try, what did you find most interesting about what the speaker said?
Ah, okay. So it invites them to share more.
Exactly. It shows real curiosity and keeps the conversation flowing naturally. It opens up new directions to talk about.
So bringing it all together then, you combine these simple, direct openers with those welcoming nonverbals, the smile, the eye contact. Then you follow up by really listening and asking